Alright, let's just go down to B here. We'll randomly pick this car. Wah! I just killed somebody by kicking a car. Road rage!
Yells!
What is up, YouTube? It's Ubu the Tech Guru coming straight at ya. I got a brand new, I don't know, this is the first time I'm using the OGR. Well, actually, this is maybe my third or fourth game using it. I'm just trying out different guns finally in Crysis 3. I've come to play this game. I mean, I think I have over 12 days played, I believe. And finally just trying to set up some classes with some different guns and trying out some different tactics. So I thought I would finally get the give a try to the LMGs, and this thing is a beast. I mean, it's got some pretty severe kick, but if you learn to just tap the trigger kind of thing, the kick is manageable. I chose the reflex sight over the iron sights. Because for one, it apparently, according to the Crysis, the game stats, it adds 2 extra bars for the accuracy, and I also chose the OGR over the MK60, which is the other LMG in the game, because according to the stats, the OGR damage is at 14. And I think the MK60 damage is only at 10 or something. It's not as damaging according to the stats. The rate of fire is definitely one thing that is a downside of the light machine guns. You know, if you're going up against Scar Mod 2 or any of the assault rifles or even SMGs, which obviously you're gonna. If you don't get a couple of bullets first on target before your enemy starts shooting, you're going to pretty much lose every gunfight just because of the slower rate of fire of the LMGs. So, it took me a while to get a gameplay. Well, actually not really. I mean, this is, like I said, this is probably my third or fourth time playing with the gun, and I ended up getting a Max Nansuit in this game, and, don't do too bad, to be honest, but there was 2 or 3 other games prior to this one where, I barely went positive or even. I was like 7-7, and then the next game I was like 7-12 or 8-12, and then all of a sudden this one, everything just seemed to click. And I think it has to do with, I was trying my normal play style of kind of rushing, run and gun right up in the enemy's faces, whereas now I'm trying to kind of play, still play the objective. I'm trying to, but also trying to stay back and let the enemy come to me, so that every gunfight that I get into, I usually have the upper hand. I have like a flank from behind or from the side. Right here, I think I ended up running low on ammo, and I'm like, dude, I gotta get out of here. There's red dots everywhere. Gone, son. But so I would, the OGR. The LMGs have a place in the game for sure. I know my friend Champers. He plays with one of the LMGs a lot. I think it's the MK60, but he's really good with the LMGs, and he plays like it's almost like a support role where you're on the objective, but you're not out in chasing down the enemies before they get to the site. He handles them once they get to the site, and I think that's pretty much the best way to handle these LMGs. So you're gonna want to definitely take note of your play style when you do. This guy, I don't know, I flashed him and I thought for sure I could kill him, but apparently I was shooting. I must have been shooting to his right. When you see a cloaked enemy and you know where they are when they're cloaked, but then all of a sudden, you just barely see like an outline of them, and you start shooting, and look at that frickin' random nade, like super random. That was so unlucky of me. But you know how I was saying, like when you start shooting at a cloaked enemy, and oh, here's another thing. I have Heavy Weapon Pro, I believe, on this class, and I believe I pick up, an alien weapon a couple times which is another thing. The modules are something that are important for your LMG class. What I had set up on this class is the maneuverability, because I want to be able to still run pretty fast even though I have an LMG. I have Heavy Weapon Pro, which allows me to interact with the heavy tech faster. And then I have Rapid Fire to try to get that fire rate of the LMG up a little more, versus what its base fire rate is. So, those are the modules that I would just suggest trying out. The LMG has a lot of rounds, and you can see there, I ended up having to use my secondary, which pretty much saved my life there. I think here it does too. Yeah, I get them as well. The secondary that I'm using on this class would be the Hammer 2 with the pistol laser sight, the muzzle brake, and the extended mag. Here's something to take note of. Check this out. A successful host migration. Holy crap, what is going on? That was awesome that the game actually migrated. I'm trying to remember when I get my max suit. I don't know, I started off pretty hot though. I had 7 kills, 1 away from an EMP blast, and then they killed me, so I was 7-1 to start the match, so it was pretty good. But sooner or later, I don't know, I get a Max Nansuit, but it boils down to your play style with these LMGs. You gotta play, play back, play conservative a little bit. And as you can see here, I needed my secondary again because I ran out of ammo. I mean, not ran out of ammo, but the reload time is just, it's a severe penalty for using the LMGs, You have a little bit larger of a clip. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact clip size, guys, sorry, but, here my Swarmer just does work. But, that's another thing, another module that here I pick up a Typhoon, which I do get quite a few kills with. That gets me to my Max Nansuit, I believe. So, that would be another module that I would strongly consider for the LMG would be the Weapon Pro, because if you have Weapon Pro Tier 3, it allows you to reload your gun faster. Here, this is an interesting gunfight right here. This guy, I don't know, he should have had me dead to rights, but I saw the staircase and I thought I could use it to my advantage by jumping back and forth, and luckily my teammate came and saved me there because I think I needed to reload that Typhoon. So I realized that I'm really, really close to my Max Nansuit here, so I'm trying to reload my OGR. I see this guy come down for the power, air stomp, whatever. I'm just like, dang it, reload, reload! So there is my 10th dog tag right there. I get it, and I get this suit. And I just enable it right away just because I seem to always have that glitch or problem where it'll activate my Max Nansuit right after I respawn after dying regardless. So that's not supposed to happen. If you die with the Max Nansuit not activated, it's not here. I was trying to reload and I thought I was still in my max suit, so I was just going to go melee him, but the max suit was done, so I'm dead. But that's not supposed to do that. If you die with a non-activated Max Nansuit, when you respawn, it should not be activated. But it is a glitch in the game, and it happens at random times. It doesn't happen to everybody, and it doesn't happen every time. So I don't know. Hopefully sooner or later they can get these little bugs fixed. But I think that pretty much is wrapping up the gameplay here. We end up beating them pretty severely. Right now it's 180 to 40, and so the OGR, man, I definitely suggest you guys give it a try. If you're just used to just playing with the normal Scar Mod 2 and the Scarab and the Feline, then give the LMGs a try and try out the particular modules that I suggested with it. I seem to do pretty well in this match here. We won 200 to 40. I went 20-4, and most crash site points, most valuable player, Ubuntu addicted at the top of the leaderboard. Son. But so that's about all I got. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And please, guys, leave a rating. Let me know what you thought of the video. You know, leave a like or a dislike. It helps me know what you thought of the video. And that's about it. And until next time, I will see you on the battlefield.
Ubu out.